Welcome back once again to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual I'm going to be your host for today. Now, before I go far, let me just take this opportunity to thank those who have been giving you your support, because your support, without your support, this channel cannot grow and cannot be where it is. People like Monari, people like Jefferson Siringa, people like Baha. Thank you very much, wherever you are. Thank you very much. May God bless you. And just a reminder, if we are meeting for the first time again, don't forget to take a minute, click the subscribe button. You can also like, share, do comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where you are watching this video from, and what needs to be done or what I need to do so that at least you can get the information the way it needs to come out clearly. Now, I've got two things to talk about. The first one, of course, we all know that William Samoei Ruto's, I think he might be ending his visit in Northeastern either today or tomorrow, but probably I think it's tomorrow. And a lot of things have been happening. That is where he said that he cannot be advised simply because he's a PhD holder. A PhD that, of course, we all know that he did not attend school. Of course, he was just given as the president. We all know that. It's only that we cannot give clear evidence on what we are saying. But one thing we know that it was cooked. Just like Oscar Sudi's one was cooked. So why not this one? If Oscar Sudi saw William Ruto's PhD being cooked, why not go there and also cook his? Because what Oscar Sudi does is what William Ruto does, because they're birds of the same feathers. Show me your friends and I show you who you are. Now, today, the governor of Isiolo, we all remember, do you remember the governor of Isiolo, that is Governor Abdi, a governor who spent 1 million to buy a crate of soda. That governor today was telling William Samoei Ruto that you've been sleeping since you came to Northeastern. You've been sleeping in the other counties, other constituencies, but you've not slept in our constituency. So do this. If you know very well that you're not going to sleep in our constituency, that is in our county, that is Isiolo, then you better not come. That is what he's saying. That if you know very well that you cannot spend time in Isiolo, you cannot spend the night in Isiolo. So let me ask this. The governor is daring William Samoei Ruto that if you know that you can't spend even a single night in Isiolo, then you better stay in Nairobi.
Na sitaki kukurudishia usahau viongozi ambaye wanatakana waongee hapa, kwa sababu uko mahali umelala, uko mahali umelala na Isiolo nasikia ulali. Kwa sababu ulali lazima utupatie nafasi viongozi wengine waongee. Tumekubaliana? Na nataka kuambia president, siku nyingine ukikuja Isiolo na kama hautaki kulala, siakae tu Nairobi. Mnasema aje nyinyi? Kama halali Isiolo na amelala hiyo dunia nyingine yote, asikuje Isiolo tena, si ndio?
What is it with the spending night in Isiolo? Or what is it with spending night in Mandera? What is it in spending time in Wajir or spending night in Wajir? Is there any benefit? Okay, are they even getting something like now the president have come to spend the night? I know maybe there might be something that the president takes, if it's an hotel, the president takes the whole of the hotel and maybe he pays for the hotel, and that means that there is no activity that will take place, no sales, nothing will take place in that hotel until the president leaves. Or maybe that is why this guy is trying to complain. But I was trying to look at it this way, that what could have made the president of the Republic of Kenya to fail to spend a night in Isiolo? And I got an answer. And here is the answer. There was a time that Isiolo residents decided to strike, to demonstrate, singing Ruto must go. And I think it's only Isiolo county. It is only in Isiolo that the people protested. Mandera, Wajir, they did not protest because after all, they had nothing to protest about. So it's only Isiolo who had got at least some voice, and they went on the street to sing Ruto must go, chanting the song. That is why I think the president felt like, okay, you guys wanted me out of office. And now you want me to come and spend a night in your area? I will not come. Story number 2 is about Oscar Sudi. Not Oscar Sudi, but Peter Salasya. We all remember when William Ruto went to Western, and Peter Salasya is the only member of parliament who stood firm and warned William Samoei, telling William Ruto that the people that you see around you are not well. They don't mean well, and even went ahead and asked William Samoei to appoint to take him as his advisor, so that he can tell him how things are. Now today, Peter Salasya is saying that of course the recess is over, so people Parliament is resuming next week. That is on Tuesday. So when they resume on Tuesday, Peter Salasya is saying that there are a lot of things that they are going to put into consideration. That if at all William Ruto was wise, then this is the best time that he could have looked for people who can help him to rescue his position or his legacy as the president.
Yeah, I know the Parliament is opening next week. And now as the opposition leader in the Parliament, right now, I want to ask all the members of Parliament that as we come back, this is a do or die for the Parliament. This is where the history will be made, that as the worst Parliament, or the Parliament that came in hand when this country was sinking. We have seen the president moving from one point to another, but it seems that his advisors doesn't understand what it ought to advise him to do. And that's why when I was in Western, when he was in the Western, I said that the president should employ me so that I can be his personal advisor, so that I can be able to give him the true picture of what is happening today. And that is why, because of the not having the agenda, the only advisor they are coming to tell, let us take our people to go outside the country to look for the job opportunities. Today, I, as Peter Salasya, the son of the sun, the son of the soil, the man who now walks around with the wisdom of Kenyans, who listens to the ground and listens to the people, I want to tell the members of the Parliament that we have to suspend all the bills and address how we are going to create job opportunities in this country. We know most of these countries, recently you heard what the president says, that now Tanzania is doing so well than Kenya, he admitted it. And now, we have also now to come and ask ourselves why. Because if indeed it's true, he could have asked himself questions and get the answers. And the issue is because of the bank loans, the banking rates of the loans is very high. Right now it's going at 21%. And me being a student of Bachelor of Commerce, I understand the thesis. Why can't we ask the Treasury to lower the lending rate to the banks, that is what you call the reserve for the banks in regard to the Treasury and the banking rates and whatever, so that they can lower from 12 or 13 to come down up to even 8, so that the banks now can come even to 14, so that we can have more development than this thing, even this thing called affordable housing. We can bring more and have more real estate agencies to do more construction, so that they can create more job opportunities from the private investor. We cannot pretend as a government that we can create job opportunities. The government ought not to be the main employer in this country, but only to be the facilitator. Another thing that as members we have to address, this issue of investor getting the license, Kenya Bureau of Standards. We have we have the KRA, Kenya Bureau of Standard. There is NEMA. There is what? There's so many bureaucracy in doing the businesses, and all these things. They are paying the fees and fees and fees. And so yes, we understand and they owe these government institutions. We understand each of them, their role and everything. That they should be funded by the government of Kenya, remove those austerity measures and everything, so that they can be able to provide but these licenses should be for free, only to see that whatever is being given is of the standards and to the quality and healthy to the Kenyans to consume. And then the cost of, we have heard about some of the members of Kenya Kwanza bragging how the KPLC is making profit. But the fact remains that the KPLC is now giving problems to the business people. They have doubled the cost of the.
As I wind up, I have a question to ask. That Ruto is always visiting places. Like today is in this place, tomorrow he'll be in this place, tomorrow, like he always visits. When does he get time, like the president or a leader, as the boss, sit down with the files and do something? At what time that, I know that someone will say that he doesn't need to go through the files, that there are people who normally does that. But as a leader, as a boss, sometimes you need to sit down and ask yourself, okay, now this was supposed to be done. In as much as maybe I've spent sometimes I've not gone through these files. I've not looked at what has happened in Kisumu, in Mandera, in Wajir, in Western, in Busia. This one was supposed to be done. Why is it not done? At least as the boss, you need to look at the areas and maybe know what you're supposed to do at what time. When does William Ruto get time to maybe to do these things? Does he even get time alone to maybe to run the errands as the president? Or his work is just to jump down, tell us the way he has got PhD, calling people names, abusing Kalonzo, that the only thing that he knows how to do is to keep Ndengu. Such kind of things. Let me know what you think in the comment section concerning this issue. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface Owino. Bye-bye.